Hello, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. I love the goblins and ghouls of the internet. I am on your demonic cinephile, and we're doing an early morning stream. Well, not early morning. It's 11:26 where I am. We're doing more Vampire the Masquerade, the Shadows of New York. I was thinking about just finishing this game by myself and just starting the next one, but we already started, so I want to try to finish it. I'm not sure how much we have left to go, because I think the first one we played, ended on like night 9, so I'm probably going to finish this like in 2-3 more streams, so we can start the next game, which is called something else. Vampires New York something else. I remember what it's called. But I hope everyone had a good night. I had an awesome time last night playing Stray for the first time. And we might do more of that tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then I want to try... I don't know, because tomorrow... On Tuesday, we're probably going to go somewhere, so... Yeah, tomorrow we'll do Stray. I might do 2 streams again tomorrow. So tomorrow we might do more of this, then do Stray. And then on... I'm not sure. I guess just one of these nights I'm not gonna do a stream. I just can't remember what night it's gonna be. I need to figure it out. Probably do it tomorrow. Let's just start the game, because I don't want to stay here too long, because I still gotta do some other videos for the channel. Load. Alright, so which ones are we going to do first? That's my table. There's no place like home, and I need a little piece. Big beat burger, here I come. But wait, who is this? Who is this loon? Hide and seek for dummies. I'm being tailed. Last thing I need right now is this weirdo stalker following my every step. Did I take this investigation too far down the rabbit hole? Alright, let's do this one, because this goes like a pretty fun character last game. And she didn't really get a lot to do, so let's check her out. And again, I find myself at... I forgot how a voice to try to get these characters. Should I do a voice part? I don't know. And again, I find myself at the entrance to my sanctuary. Current vibe. Not exactly an embodiment of Joy de Vivre, but unburdened by my usual self-loathing. What's that word? Joy. Let's see. I looked it up real quick. I'm like joy. Joy of living. Ah, okay. All in all, a pretty decent frame of mind. Beware, big beat burger. Something wicked this way comes. And poof. Just like that, my mood is ruined. All it took was a single step through the door. Frenetic woman. What was her name again? Was it Joy or something? Oh, hi, hello. Sorry, I just saw you pop up. How you doing? Some swivel-eye look took my seat. A loon. Some swivel-eye loon took my seat. Her legs are crossed over the table. Dirty shoes staining my chipboard altar. Oh, come on. Her clothing style is obviously meant to look eccentric and patchwork, but comes off as tragically directed. Hello, hi. Huh. Why isn't chat showing up on screen? Did I mess something up? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, that's a nice face. Thank you. There's nothing condescensional. Can't talk. There's plenty in her table choice, and it's not just because there's plenty of free spots tonight. She ogles me with those beady little eyes, daring me to come and try her. I give the guy at the till, Benny, I think his name was, a quick glance. No response. Unsurprisingly, he's a veteran. He knows better than to get involved. What do you mean by veteran? As in like a war veteran? Is he a vampire and he just knows the routines? Or is he just a human? He just knows that these guys are monsters. Is this supposed to be a message? Long shot, but reminder of the Carmelia's watchful eye, maybe? Everything about this lady, her hairstyle, her mannerisms, lipstick smeared nowhere near her actual lips, screams lunatic. I'm not the type that fights tooth and nail to get the other bat out of her cave. But I'm not just going to back down for no good reason either. Cat fight! Would be a vamp. No, it'd be a vamp fight. It'd be a vamp. No, what do you call it? It's a fight. It's just gonna be a fight. I quietly take a seat right in front of her and wait. Yeah, you crazy hair weirdo hag. I can be patient too. We spend the next 5 minutes in silence. She just sits there and glances at me without blinking once. Say something. And there a few minutes go by, dragging on indefinitely. She's chewing some red bubblegum with wide-eyed grin that makes Jack Nicholson's trademark smirk look like Mr. Rogers' beaming smile. Ah, that's an image. Can't outsmirk Jack Nicholson. Not gonna lie, chew. That munching chew is getting on my nerves. Keep your cool. Gauge this staring contest. Hello, hi. Till we get lost. Now, if we do this, we're not gonna go anywhere, so. Who the fuck does she think she is? Just get out of here. Listen, lady, this scene is for the regulars and you're as irregular as they come. Get out. Nothing. Not a goddamn hootenanny. Desire to strangle her with her own tongue increasing. Okay. Damn, I thought you want to kill her, not do something else. Why you mention the tongue? She uncrosses her legs in a strangely seductive motion. In her mind's eye, it probably looked like Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct, but in reality, it had all the grace of a tracksuit Slav squatting. I don't know, crazy can be kind of sexy. It seems we're going to be here for a while longer. I pull out a cigarette from my crumpled package and light it up, casually, as if I wasn't bothered at all by the invader. Before I can take a single puff, the nut job snatches the cigarette out of my hand. Good job, we don't promote smoking. I mean, she's a vampire. She's already dead, so she's not like she's gonna get cancer, but you know, you gotta think about the other people. You're gonna do that somewhere far away. Don't mind if I do. Okay, no, she just wanted it for herself. Wait, did Julia already put it in her mouth? So it's an indirect kiss. It's an indirect kiss. Who do you? She cuts me off mid-sentence. Shh. No talking. You need to get back to your happy place. Well, I wasn't really happy since you got here. I tried to hold the impetus to rip her face off. She picks up after a few seconds. I don't like you. I don't hate you either. Not yet, at least. Shh, I'm a good judge of character, but yours still eludes me. Get to the fucking point. She flicks the ash off the cigarette in a fluid motion, and it takes a long puff. No exhaling. The smoke comes out of her mouth while she speaks, like her insides caught on fire. My special friend asked me to note your every step, judge your every move, and count your every failure. And believe me, when I started this job, I thought there would be a lot less counting. Well, no one asked your opinion about us. Who is she talking? Who is she talking about? Panhard, Kudir, Turk? She tilts her head in an upsuddenly canine manner. Little girl, I ran all sorts of charts and graphs on you, and they all point to the same result. Useless hussy. Can you help your sister out and illuminate me as to what all the fuss is about? I'm not sure what the fuss is about. I didn't want to be here. I basically got turned against my will. Don't want help? Come on, if you're a good doggy, you might get a biscuit. We don't do that here. This is a public place. As if all that bullshit wasn't enough, she taps my nose like I'm some fucking puppy. Well, puppies are cute. Puppies are cute. Oh, no, you didn't. You want to get nuts? Okay, let's get nuts. Haha, Batman reference. And also Jack Nicholson. But it was Michael Keaton just said it. Lash out, calm down, dominate. Oh, we're gonna dominate her. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. I tried to bore into her mind like I did with many others before, but my body suddenly twists and stiffens, forcing my limbs to a bizarre state that not unlike rigor mortis. She seems elated by my state, sending a meaningful smirk my way, the kind of wry expression that says, "Oh, you fucked up big time." Bark, bark, little pup. A last-ditch attempt to subdue her, I peer into her eyes, but all I can see is that smile and her sable eyes. The stare of the stars of black. Oh, she glamored us? She stopped us? She kidnapped us. Vampire roofies. Vampire roofies. What? What the? There's dirt under my nails. Are those leaves? Why are there leaves in my hair? And what was that awful taste? Adding to my bewilderment, the thing that drops from my jaw is a grimy femur. She actually made us into her fucking dog. She actually made us into her dog. I want to say that's there's not a good joke here to make. It falls straight into a hole in the ground, one that I must have dug by myself, judging by the state of my hands. I'm covered in mud top to bottom. My clothes are crumpled and torn in a few places. How much time did I spend on all fours? Well, if you really want to know, I guess we can go back and we'll find a video. Fuck. I really expect to keep a good thing going, but it really looked like I was in for a decent evening. No dice. All I can do now is clean myself up best I can and make up for lost time. Shit. I feel spiritually tainted. If any cafe was open at this time of the night, I go there to recover. Aww. So she's not all business tomboy. Well, she's still I guess she's still kind of tomboy. She loves cat cafes. Oh, she loves kitties. Let's just move on. It's time to get back to work. I step inside the subway and head for my meeting with Kadar. Oh, fuck's sake. I thought you were kidding. No, I couldn't reach her, but I know for a fact Hope is there. Okay, so we're gonna find Hope, and good God, are we late for the meeting? It's almost morning. Aren't we gonna burn? He's pointing in the direction of a double spiral building. And what is she doing there? I understand she's the current leader of the company, acting CEO to be exact. No, you're pulling my leg. And all the places in this city, the company that brags about creating IT solutions of the future, always surrounded by rumors of monstrous workers abuse, all sort of ethical violations, trading information with governments, and ending the career of a certain promising journalist and professional attempted to investigate them seriously. So it's like in double spiral. That's the company we hopes fledgling ran, and because I know in the first playthrough I did, we didn't really get to do anything in that storyline, but the second playthrough I did by myself, not the channel. Hope did get her company back. She killed her fledgling and basically took her powers, I think. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I know it's like you get some of the strength, or you use like a full absorption of power. I'm very curious on how that mechanic all works out. You might be able to ask her both professional and personal questions. 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't get it. Last time I checked, the company belonged to Kara Montgomery. Yeah, that was her name. That was her fledgling. I'm told she's quiet. She quietly took a sabbatical a few months ago. And it sure looks like the kind of sabbatical you don't come back from. Final death? Corporate backstabbing? Sudden change of the heart? Final death. We all know she died. Very possible, but I have no idea. I remember I was shocked when I first learned that one of my nemesis back in my old life was a vampire all along. When I realized her position made her untouchable to me, I was beyond mad. Well, whatever happened, it couldn't happen to a nicer person. What about her brother, Jesse? You're asking me. Last I checked, you were the expert on this company. I just handle the basic intel for you, even though I shouldn't even really be here. Yeah, and I hope you realize I'm grateful. You better be. So is Hope just another corporate shark? Well, she is the child of Carter. A theatrical pause. He smiles as he sees me wince. But very much unlike him, he took her in her particular multi-factored talents related to the internet. Knowing he's hopelessly behind the times in that regard, I hear she's been unruly though. Carter. Isn't that the vampire who was made really, really old? So even though he's like, I don't know, super strong, he's still in a wheelchair. That suck. You are in deathbed, you get offered immortality, but your body doesn't get that much stronger. Well, unruly is good. I can work with unruly. So you're telling me she might not be a stuck-up startup bitch? Oh no, she is just a crazy type. Let me sip real quick. Yeah, sorry, I touched the microphone. I had to get a blanket. It's so cold in here. But it's better to keep it cold in here than let the heat from the outside leak through. There's just one summer, was it like during COVID, like 2019, where our not thermostat, but the cooling thing fully broke, and it took the maintenance people damn long months to finally replace it because the office weren't ready to, pay for a new one. So basically, I had to sit like the whole summer just sweltering. It was so hot the house was sweating. That was a fun time. To not worry about COVID, and you had to worry about dying from the heat. Language. As I told you a few times now, when it comes to the internet, I assume I haven't the slightest idea. I'm getting there myself. I've been able to check my email for 5 months. I have no idea what the kids at BBB are talking about most of the time. I was right, because her particular vampire curse for her bloodline is they just don't do technology. They don't do technology. Like mirrors and stuff, but it's real like she looks at her phone, the phone just doesn't work, goes to the internet, just doesn't work for her. God, that'd be the awfulest vampire curse for me. I think I'd just stake myself. I mean, I can still write my books, but like if can I still at least go to the movies? I want to know if I can at least go to the movies. Like if I sit in the front row far enough from the projector, can I still watch it, or will I break it? Oh my god, I might be getting old. Well, at least you won't be able to tell. Don't worry. The moment you realize you don't give a damn about most fads you would have cared about years ago is a liberating one. Been there, done that at the beginning of the 20th century. Ah, so you're not really that old, like vampire-wise. Old? Anyway, you'll probably hear Hope's story straight from the horse's mouth. I don't have much time, so I'll get straight to the point. You shouldn't be looking at anything in the main building. It's just a front. Ignore it. What you want to do is use the elevators to get to the lowest floor of the building. Psh, heard the stories about the double spiral basement, but I had no idea what to make of them. Every source told me a different rumor. Did any of them tell you a rumor about an army of underground ghouls? No, but I'm all ears. Double Spiral employs an army of ghouls as a cheap workforce. They work and live underground, away from prying eyes, with lesser rights than regular kind employees. Perfect for business. That's right, they're like a bunch of ghouls, like humans who are basically kind of drugged with vampire blood. And they're like basically working as slaves at the computers at all hours of the night. Wow, that's kind of effed up. I'm actually speechless for a second. I have profoundly low expectations out of that company, but every time I learn something new about what's going on behind the scenes, I'm so surprised at the level of scumbaggery at play. I'll leave the moral judgment to you, expert. In any case, you need to reach room number 507, where the CEO supposedly resides. And then get Hope to answer your questions. His old-timey flip phone vibrates. Speaking of, if you got any left for me, it's now or never. I'm needed at the art hole now. Can I just ask her normally? What's the security? What's the best approach? I've told you everything I know. Just do what I do all the time. And that is scout the situation, then decide. Right, I forgot that's what you do all the time. You mean scouting? No, stating the obvious. Little smart ass. Love her. The phone vibrates again. Well, that's it for me. Atoro is pestering me to show up at the seat at the. Well, that's it for me. Atoro is pestering me to show up at the Elysium 5 minutes ago. Tell him I kindly suggest he should go fuck himself. Not in 1,000 years. Well, good luck with your mission, soldier. Ah, God, it's a soldier. He actually does care about us. With a mock salute, he disappears inside his car and drives away. Nothing left for me but to head in. Still, I'm anxious. There are 2 approaches to choose from, and whichever I pick will have to stick with it. If I force my way in and assert my authority, No, that's good. A little better. One second. If I force my way in and start my authority, bad cop style, that should make an impression. Bad bitch coming in with the entire court behind her back, bluffing her way to victory. Sneaking in and politely asking for cooperation seems like the less disruptive, more me option, but it's not like being me has taken me anywhere thus far. Shit. I kinda wish I was still stuck in my routine where I didn't need to be doing things like developing a personality. It's a bit of a coin flip, honestly, but I gotta make a choice here. How did I approach Double Spiral? Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. And how should we do this? Knowing these characters, it'd probably be best for us to be more stealthy. But then again, this is Hope. I think Hope would appreciate us being more upfront about our intentions. Plus, we just had a shit night with some strange, crazy hot lady making us her dog. Oh, trait update? Okay, Julia's traits. Low to myself, glass half empty, a little abuse of power, never hurt nobody. But how does these traits work? Like, wasn't me? It's probably gonna affect more of the storyline, but I'm curious, like, if these traits are gonna add up to something. Yeah, being converted hasn't exactly been working out for me. Time to show them, and myself, I guess, who's boss. As far as I'm concerned, out of all the companies in the world, this one deserves to be thrown out of gear the most. Time to be a bad cop and finally get somewhere. Alright, let's do this. I enter through the front door. There's a guard watching the security cameras. He stands up, expecting me to state my business. Shut up. I'm expected. It's not hard to fuck with his mind. He gives me a confused nod, slumps in his seat, and zones out. I enter the elevator and press the button to the lowest floor. I put myself up a bit as the elevator descends. Hello, Double Spiral. Time to make a mess. When I leave the elevator, I immediately head into the corridor in front of me and announce my presence. Yo-ho! Anybody home? Big bad Kindred out here. Better answer before I start making a mess. A pink-haired girl emerges from one of the corridors looking quite angry. Probably one of Hope's schools. Hey, she's cute. Has like a Harley Quinn type of vibe. Stop right there. Who the hell are you? Julia Zawinski, the Lambrosia representative for New York City. Who the hell are you? Nastya? Double Spiral's head of security. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Wrong. You're gonna have to make me leave. I walk past her. She tries to catch me and stop me, but evading her grasp is child's play. Ghouls, I swear to God. And she's just a ghoul. She's not even a vampire. She's just a ghoul. Boss, we got a problem. Some lunatic waltz right into the office floor. Claims she's a last... Damn. The door at the end of the hallway is made of reinforced glass. I focus all my strength and kick it in, interrupting the girl. Tell her I'll be right there. She's the only one I want. I reach the Double Spiral offices, where just like Kodar said, hordes of ghouls are slaving away in their company, deep learning spyware, social media manipulation, yada yada yada. The important thing is, they don't even turn away from their displays as I keep sweeping gadgets off their desk onto the floor, making Nastya madder and madder. Don't make me use force. Girl, you're not even a full vamp. What the hell are you gonna do? Unless you got a gun on you. I love to see you try, ghoul. Even if you manage to put me down, I love to see you explain it to the sheriff. My direct superior. Yeah. I got friends in high places, bitch. What you gonna do about it? Listen, lady, I don't know what it is you want. I've already told you, stupid. I want your boss. She's not here. Kara Montgomery is taking a sabbatical. Don't play fucking games with me, bitch. I want to see Hope. Hey, you, the goofy looking glasses guy wearing an anime t-shirt. Where can I find room 507? He raises his hand listlessly, pointing me in the right direction and prompting Nastya to kick his chair in frustration. I head that way and eventually reached the corridor I was hoping to find. Oh, what the fuck? That security camera? That's creepy. That is a creepy ass image. That is cool. So this is what that means when technology doesn't work right with her. It just gets all distorted and stuff. I slowly walked to the end of the corridor. There it is, room 507. The door looks harder to take care of than the other ones in this place. Probably won't be able to take care of it the same way I did the others. The door to the office of the current Double Spiral CEO. This fucking company. I get pissed off, but I'm trying to control it. There's a camera by the door. If she knows what to look for, she can probably see I'm here on her screen. But just to make sure, I knock on the door. Hope, I'm a Carmelia detective and I will need you to answer some questions. Hope, I know you're in there. Open the door. I will not leave until you do. I'm here for the behalf of the sheriff of New York City. Hope. I keep pounding on the door and calling her name. After a minute or so, a voice rings out in the intercom. Is this thing on? I guess it is. All right, I get your message. I got your message. Loud and clear. I'll meet you in the offices. I'll be right there. In the meantime, please refrain from making a mess of our offices, will you? Knowing poor Nastya, if she was due for a heart attack, she would have had it by now. Thank you for your cooperation. I will be right there. So, Nastya has heart problems? Hey, it's Hope. She looks the exact same. I mean, she has a cool, like, leather jacket on. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. What's up? On one hand, clothes you could reasonably expect to find in any CEO's wardrobe. On the other, a body covered in tattoos, flashy jewelry, dyed hair, and wild makeup. The thought that she might be yet another CEO playing the non-conformist crosses my mind, but she strikes me as someone who's more than happy to live in her own little bubble. Still, I won't be fooled. She is the boss of Double Spiral. So, how did you find me? Sheriff Kadar Al-Asami did. You have to ask him. I took out a new cigarette without thinking. You can't smoke in here, lady. Just let her. Don't treat me like I'm your enemy. I come in peace. Peace my ass. Well, I haven't seen the backside, but it probably is. A nice little double piece. A deep, relaxing drag. Not my fault. You couldn't handle me. Had at least 5 opportunities to subjugate you. I just choose not to because I had a hunch the boss might benefit from seeing you. Sure. Keep telling yourself that, beautiful. You trust your hunches that much? Hunches have gotten me every job I ever had. Hunches saved my life anytime I got into a messy situation. These days, the reality is too complicated to rely on anything else. Can't find a better head of security than our Nastya, and her hunches are the main reason why they're like a sixth sense. So, like, are we talking about literal here or figuratively? Like, is that like an actual power she has, or is it just like, oh no, she's just really, really good at guessing? A corporate rebel? What's the sixth sense? Do I know you from somewhere? No, just one. That's what I'm curious about right now. I'm curious about that sixth sense. Is that a ghoul thing? Nah, it's that spy-like thing that borders on second sight. James Bond spotting a hidden knife in someone's shoe. Jack Bauer suddenly realizing you hate America. That kind of thing. And where did you train that, huh? Second sight. Nausea shrugs. It's just like making good music, lady. 50% hard work, 50% psychedelics. I don't like that. Give me a better explanation. Oh, I'll take your word for it. Lovely chat, girls. But I love it if you save it for later. I'm CEO now. I have lots of duties I must pretend to handle. At least she's being honest. I just need to ask you a few questions. Sure, yeah. Call me if you need me. I got a weird hunch about this one too. What gave you that hunch, Nastia? The way I made a mess out of the entire floor you were supposed to protect? Tch, bitch. We'll talk security later. Don't worry, this shit happens for now. Take 5. Nastia leaves, and I'm left alone with Hope in the corner of the office. It feels funny to stand here in front of you. Oh? And why is that? You people had me fired from my job before I was embraced. Ah, I see. So you're that, Slawinski girl from Lodestar. Yeah. Somehow I never put 2 and 2 together. So you're the Lambrosia rep for the city now? Huh. As she's talking to me, she keeps tapping at her phone with terrifying speed. I don't feel like I have her full focus, and it's getting on my nerves. Just so you know, I have no idea why you've taken Kara Montgomery's place, and I doubt you'll tell me, but the bitch deserves to burn in hell. Hell yeah, she does. At least we agree on something. Also, Hope seems a lot different. In the first game, she had like this... But she's part of the vampire clan that kind of makes you insane. And she had this like weird pattern of speech where she talked in hashtags and adopted different personalities, or at least personas, while speaking. Now she's talking like a regular folk. Wait, did you just admit? Oh, your horses. No, Jesus, this is why normal CEOs pay for PR people to talk for them. Yeah, because they all go in jail pretty quickly. I only agree that she is a horrible person in every way that counts. Nothing more. Does she know that's what you think of her? Why did she let you take her position in the first place? What? I will just cut the bullshit, okay? Miss Lodestar. I guess this is about Jesse and Kara covering his creepy ass. You spent months on this case and yet you like some closure. Pretty much. Oh, okay, what happened? What the fuck happened? I forgot now. I forgot like the whole good part of the story. Like, so Jesse was the vampire. Oh, that's right. So the vampire anarch leader, the main villain from the first game, he got staked, and they're trying to figure out who did it. And their current clue is this vampire Jesse, and he had connections with basically much of the characters from the first game. Well, here's your closure. Double Spiral has severed practically all ties with them. They don't work here. They get no company money. They probably won't ever show up here again. The company's not the circus anymore, and the workers are not their monkeys. I'm in charge now, so yeah, if there's anything you like from me, I'm all ears. It wasn't just Jesse and his sister. This company has ingranted structures of abuse and immoral. For internal investigations and audits, everyone related to those illicit activities was disciplined. Legal actions, firings, and rebukes, all depending on the severity of their misdemeanors. Yeah, I don't really buy that. I don't have a stomach for all that creepy corporate shit, so I'm trying to steer the ship in the right direction. Don't know what else I can tell you. Not buying it, not buying it. For fuck's sake. No matter how I look at it, it seems like she's done everything I hoped to achieve. Now it's a lie, it's a ruse, it's a ruse. The Montgomery clan is over. The queen bitch, a symbol of everything that's wrong with tech CEOs, is gone. Jesse, that prevented embezzling son of a bitch, is gone. I should be glad, so why is there a sinking pit in my stomach? You should make amends. That's capitalism, huh? This doesn't feel right. Probably not. But hey, look at this company like the mafias and gangster movies. You don't really win by dismantling one. Another one will quickly take its place. You can only win by ensuring the organizations get the best possible leader. So in Double Spiral's case, the best you can hope for, no pun intended, is me. Yeah, and for now. For now, maybe. The biggest case in my professional life, solved by some weirdo who fucked Kara and Jesse over in presumably underhanded ways. It doesn't get more anticlimactic than this. Fucking hell. I want to ask her how she did it, but why would she tell me? All I can guess is she's an outcast who decided to get her hands dirty and attain power to do something she considered good. Something I've always been afraid to do. Anyway, I feel for you, but I have a lot of work to do. So, if this wasn't just a trip down memory lane and you having good questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay? I feel like a car just ran me over, but I need to keep my shit together. Right. A few days ago, the Anarch Baron was found dead in his office. Are you familiar with the case? Douglas Callahan? Of course, I'm familiar. Every kindred online is talking about it. And what are they saying? They're accusing everyone. I mean, it is the internet. Are they accusing you? Why would they do that? I found a peculiar note in Callahan's remains. It had your name on it. Huh? What can you say about this? Nothing. I never met the guy. I never even seen him. He wasn't my crowd. Then why would he have a note with your name in his pocket? Why were Walt Disney's last written words Kurt Russell? No clue. Wait, is that true? Is that true? And also, it is Hope. Her name is Hope. That's a very common name. I watch her closely, but nothing suggests she's hiding anything. Well, the note actually contained 3 other names and nothing else. Agathon D'Angelo. Tamika. Ringing bells now. She should know them. Her finger, which hadn't stopped moving across the phone touchscreen since first saw her, freezes. Yeah, it kind of does actually. It's a short list of promising unaffiliated kindred that was making the rounds at NYC a few months ago. In case anyone needed a hero for hire. I didn't know Callahan had it. I know Sophie Langley did, as well as a few Primogene. Not sure about the Anarchs. Who could have prepared this list? One of the local information brokers. A short but telling pause. Anonymous. How anonymous? Sort of anonymous. She's obviously conflicted about whether she should tell me, or maybe she's pretending that I warn it out of her. Or maybe she's pertaining to that warn. Let's go. Okay, sorry, I look away for a second. Making a mess of her offices worked, so might as well put her on the tough guy act again. I have nothing against them anonymous, or it's in my best interest to hurt them anonymous, because if it's the latter, we might be in business. She briefly considers her options, then gives up. It's my sire, Carter Vander Whedon? Wait, is that one of the new characters? That's one of the Primogene members, right? Oh. He's broking information. Everyone knows becoming the Prince of New York is his ultimate goal, and that he wants to make friends in all the high places. Sharing useful intel is a pretty effective way to achieve that. So you're telling me that he's a Machiavellian Primogene, so this lists to an anarch baron. Sure, looks like it. Why would he suggest his own child to somebody? To have a person on the inside, just another way to further his information web. When they realize you two are close? The story going around is, he left me alone and I hate his guts. Well, at least half of that is true. She's talkative. Probably sees me as a way to undermine Carter. Let's see how much further I can push her. Huh. I was wondering how someone like you could control a company like Double Spiral. I suppose a friend in high places would explain it. Yeah, lucky me. Not happy about being a boss? Not happy about ruining Montgomery? Not happy about being rich? No. Hope doesn't mind the riches. Montgomery, she liked taking her down. It's probably that one. Not happy about being a girl boss, leading one of the biggest IT companies in the country. Hey, boss. Huh. Oh, no. Oh, hey, new picture. That's cool. I like that image. She stares at a dozen of displays on the wall in front of her. Do you remember the Y2K era internet? Jesus, I barely remember the internet at all. My people can't really use it. But yeah, I guess I sort of remember. Forums, GeoCities, browser wars, all those handmade amateurs web pages. It was a golden age. Everyone was welcome to freely express their creativity and obsessions in the abstract new frontier. No formulated rules, every site was a distinct new universe to explore. You know, as a kid, for some reason I kept saving every webpage that moved or changed me in some way. I don't even know why I did it, but today, a folder with these is one of my greatest treasures. Fast forward today, I'm the boss of a company that has one overarching goal: steer the online narrative in every possible way that benefits the Carmelia. And because the online world is so fucked up, it's so fucked right now, I can do it using only 5 websites or so. Jesus Christ. That sounds so true. That sounds so true. I believe her. You only need a few, Twitter, Facebook, the occasional news websites. Yeah, you work those right, you can create all kinds of mass outrage. Every day, I deploy thousands of believable sock puppets to force some belief on the masses. Right now, they are being managed by these ghouls. Soon, they will be partially managed by AI. Ah, no! Not the AI! Basically, An all-American version of the Chinese 50-cent party. A new pattern of public opinion guidance. 50-cent party. Wait a second. Can I... $50 cent party China. The 50-cent party, also known as the 50-cent army, or well, Uyamo from Chinese, are internet commenters who are paid by authorities of the People's Republic of China to spread the propaganda or the government Chinese Communist Party. The program was created during the early phases of the internet's rollout to the wider public in China. The name is delivered from claims that commenters were reportedly paid 5 jaro for every post. These commenters create comments or articles on popular Chinese social media network that are intended to derail discussions, which are critical to CCP, promoting narratives that serve the government's interest in insulting or spreading misinformation about political opponents of the Chinese government, both domestic and abroad, often with a overtone of opposition to diversity, equity, inclusion, and support of Russian imperialism. Okay, fuck. I mean, we all kind of know on my face. We all kind of know governments are doing this kind of thing, but to say like, oh yeah, it's there. Can't get my face working. There we go. Ever since I was a teen, I pretended to be different people online for fun. You're doing that in person too. Aping the posting patterns of others was something I turned out to be horrifying good at. I became even better at it after the embrace. Something about the voice Malkov in my head. After several years, I became a one-person internet empire. I can impersonate anyone, and you did. It was freaky and annoying. I dream a little dream of me. I dream of tulips, a humble florist from Chattanooga who tries to share a positive energy with their audience using photos of beautiful bouquets, motivational quotes, and the occasional office gif. At Volva Hufflepuff, a single mom from Britain who reckons all of these trends women must be bonkers who spend seemingly every waking moment of their life having a row with anyone who disagrees. At Polygon Classifist, a 19-year-old kid from Utah who keeps posting Y2K 3D renders of poor proportioned, scantily clad ladies and telling his audience to remember what they took from you. Somehow this talent has got me here, where it's no longer fun but work. Work I usually entrust to these ghouls because of all of my duties. I want out before my entire fucking mind gets monetized. But Carter won't have that, so I'll keep doing my best for him and Double Spiral's investors. So, that's why she wants me to look at him. I assume most of your operations focus on New York City. A lot of them, yeah. How do you imitate a New Yorker's voice with these sock puppet accounts? Well, living in Manhattan and being mentally unstable makes this shit easy. To a normal, well-adjusted person from the outside, the city, everyone here, seems mentally unstable. Everyone watches that 9/11 Howard Stern show? No. check it out someday. It's such occasional. Ask anyone at NYC about it, and they're like, it was a great bonding moment. He was helping us make sense of everything. He kept saying what we were all thinking. Then you listen to it, and it's everyone yelling that we need to nuke something. Maybe the entire world. Get rid of all the Muslims. Fuck human rights. No investigations. Take their oil. Cherry. You watch it. You study it. You witness that specific brand of humor in the face of tragedy, and you understand that nothing outside NYC really exists for the people who live here. Or the vampires. A foundational text, really. Whenever I need to get in that New York mindset for work, I let it play in the background. Works like a charm. Seriously, give it a shot sometime. Someday I might. For now, I think I will confront Van der Weyden with what you told me. Or is it what you haven't told me? What's the story? Me? Of course I haven't told you anything. You're such a good investigator. You figured it out all by yourself, as if he asked, just tell him Kaiser sold you the info. That should do the trick. I see. Thank you, bitch. What for? I did nothing. Let Nasia show you out, and if you don't know Van der Weyden's address, just ask her. Okay, that was a lot. that was a lot just happened there. Thank you for having me, Mr. Van der Weyden. Fuck! That Gary Busey looking face. Oh my god! No need. It must be like German, right? Or Austrian? No need. No need, no need. I'll be happy to assist your investigation in whatever way I can, Miss Lewinsky. Is this offensive? Are these voices offensive? I really want to know. That sickening sweet... That's a sweet smile. And his office spacious but oppressive. Here's a man who knows how to subtly unnerve people, but does he even realize it? And I'm sure the presence of the esteemed Anderson Pine will guarantee I'm totally transparent. Am I right, Addison? Okay, that's Addison. That's the old guy. I was like interrupted a friendly meeting. In the far corner of the room, I spot glasses of blood into spittoons, vices and follies of the rich. Are you sure I'm not wasting your time? Not at all. Busy as I might be, I can't say I'm not curious about findings in the case. Yes, my thoughts exactly. So how are you handling your newfound responsibilities? I'm managing. I'll start by asking the obvious. Where were you the night Douglas Callahan met his untimely demise? Van der Weyden raised his eyebrow and then let out a restrained chuckle. Ah, that Addison. I might be suspected of foul play. Exciting, isn't it? Carter. No antics, please. Just answer the question. Of course, well, I was right here, just like I told Prince Pahan. As much as I love to celebrate my power, sometimes one has to celebrate the amount of work piling up upon their desk. So, your alibi is you were right here. Alibi? Haha, yes, I suppose. Can you then back up your story? Well, I did make a few business-related phone calls as I was working, so there's that. And that doesn't really answer my question, does it? He regards me with a stare reserved for a troublesome child. Miss Lewinsky, this right here is my private little fortress. A space specifically designed to make me focus. I don't really let people in to break that focus. Aside from occasional esteemed guests such as yourselves, or of course a few wonderful Mexican women responsible for the cleaning duties. Why do you have to mention they were Mexican? Why do you have to mention they were Mexican? Is he? I mean, I'm pulling the German accent, but is he actually a Nazi, or was around alive during that time? So you don't have an alibi. The look in his eyes scream, "Why won't you at least pretend to try and get aboard with my program kit?" I suppose, but why would that matter? Because I found something that belongs to you on the victim's person. Oh, speechless. He's speechless. Pardon me. Took the words right out of my mouth. You're not talking a murder weapon or something of that caliber, of course. No, it was a short list of 4 names. Unaffiliated kindred whose services could be useful to anyone interested in toppling the current power balance in NYC. Tamika, Hope, D'Angelo, Agathon. Excuse me, Miss Lewinsky, but I'm afraid I don't follow. How is that something that belongs to me? I have on good authority that it's a short list. You've been shopping around to anyone interested here in NYC, be it the Carmelia or the Anarchs. As in tenses up, and his host is not happy about it. This is just preposterous. I'm calling bluff right here, Miss Winston. Right here, miss. No, the bluff is coming right now. Mr. Van der Weyden, if you want to voice concerns about the information I have, how about you voice them to Kaiser, not me? Oh, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Asin turns to Van der Weyden, clenching his lips and gripping his wheelchair armrest tightly. For a brief moment, the ever-present smile of Van der Weyden's face goes missing, and the expression that replaces it reminds me of a horrifying void, like a sneak peek into what's really going on in his soul. He quickly collects himself, but the image is buried into my retinas. Don't think these sorts of unsavory rumors are circling around me. I should be grateful you let me know. So you're denying it? Of course I'm denying it. Categorically, you can bet your life savings on it. I certainly hope it is nothing more than a unfortunate blunder. Et tu, Brute! Come on, Netizen, we're known to each other for years. Yes, and what about it? I will. Sweet Jesus. Artisan, I will get back to you in a second. Any more questions, Miss Lewinsky? Any of the names on the list sound familiar to you? No. I mean, yes. That is my long estranged child on your list, but that's just another reason why I'm flabbergasted. Anyone would consider it mine. I see. Well, I hope you understand why I'm considering you a prime suspect now. Yes, and I swear to clear my names as soon as possible. Scout's honor. Any more questions? I'm good for now. Sheriff Al-Asim will probably contact you later. I'll get in touch with him myself, ASAP. Once again, thank you for your work. He extends his hand towards me, practically forcing me to shake it. Then he puts his hand on my shoulder to lead me to the door, all too eager to see me off. Out of sheer curiosity, Mr. Van der Weyden, I have one more question. It may be a bit random. I really didn't need to ask it, but I wanted him to die inside for a moment. Of course, my dear. His silently strained tones suggest I may have succeeded. You seem like a person who couldn't live outside NYC. By chance, have you listened to Howard Stern's talk show after the World Trade Center fell? Oh, what's this reaction? A tad unsure, but once again, carefully controlled chuckle escapes his mouth. Jeez, that is random. But, well, New York, born and raised, just like you said. Of course, I did. I was born and raised in New York, so I don't really need to do the accent, but, fuck it. Your opinion. Same as everyone else. It was the spiritual guidance we needed that day, coming from the unlikeliest of places. A visceral response that verbalized everything we felt. A beautiful moment of unity. Not that I'm into lowbrow jokes about Pamela Anderson and the typical shock value the show tends to offer, but as far... Oh, shit. But as far as I'm concerned, Howard did an indispensable thing that day. Why are you asking? No particular reason. I thought it might give me some insight into the kind of person you are. Well, that's the kind of person I am. Just your average New Yorker. So it seems. Well then, I'll leave you and Mr. Payne to your plans of conquering the city. Conquering the... Now, that's spicy Anderson. I love this girl. She's gonna go far. I'm telling you, she's got that spunk, that glint in her eye. Goodbye, Miss Sawinski. I wish you a pleasant respite, and a swift success in your investigation. Good night. I made a point about Addison's servant, not the man himself. Doubt he even noticed, but at least these invisible displays of rebellion makes me feel a little better about myself. Alright, the faster I leave, the better. Julia. Father? How are you holding up? I'm fine. Stumbling around and hoping for a miracle to happen, like always. No better place to ask for a miracle than behind these gates, you know. So I hear. As I pass the report about Alcine and Agathon, I look around, but Benet is nowhere to be seen. Feels nice to be able to chat one-on-one for once. Ah, yes, I know you say that. I have errands to run, and I thought it might be best if Benet took care of these. Wasn't in the mood for a childish spat tonight, huh? Something along those lines. Listen, can't you think of something to placate him? Placate him how exactly? Benet won't accept anything less me joining a convent. A convent. He's like a worried parent. A basic gesture here and there, showing up in church for time to time and pretending to listen would get him off your case. I mean, I've been through this song and dance before with my own worried parents when I was a teenager. Wandering in the forest until mass was over, not even being able to smoke because they pick up on the scent. Not the best moments of my life, you know. And part of the reason I'm distancing myself from them. I don't need this fake energy in my life, and I'm honestly weirded out by you asking me to lie. I'm not asking you to lie, Julia. Let me ask you this way. Are you a spiritual person? I guess I am. Kind of. Always was. Suddenly being able to see ghosts did not change a thing. I think it's mostly because seeing the world as purely material seemed boring to me somehow. You are. And you were raised Catholic. So can't you find a way to express that spirituality in our church? I don't see a way right now. And why is that? I sigh. Too many people who think my soul needs to be saved because I live with a woman, for starters. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. Okay, so her and, what's her name? I forgot her name now. Are lovers. The dialogue between them was kind of skating the line. Oh, are they? Aren't they? But no, okay. They are girlfriends. Like the sin of drinking blood every night, or feeling some primal fear whenever I walk by a clergyman whose face seems to actually be genuine. And that one sounds like an excuse. It's about your relationship with God, not other people. In theory, but back in the old country, I've heard my share of homilies that felt like my complete combination of my kind, and none of that would condemn hate towards people like me. And you know, when church adjacent people try to stir that shit around your very existence, every few months some minimal support would be appreciated. Sorry, all you can count on is silent complicity. I get it. I know there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of undeserved hurt going around, but listen, I don't even want to talk about it. I fucking hate the tone I use when I talk about it. I sound preachier than those preachers, and my biggest dream is just not to give a shit. But I remember things, like the story about a guy from my hometown. Most macho guy around with a jaw you could sharpen a knife on. He became an actor in Warsaw, very successful, deservedly so. The capital might not be NYC, but it's still a big city, and big cities go to the heads of bumpkins like us. In his case, it resulted in a dream of coming out to his parents. He was surrounded by all these stories of openly queer people, played one even, so he thought he had a chance of making it work. So he goes back to his town, tells everyone he's gonna live his truth. Awesome, good for him. Something bad's about to happen. His dad, a really parent adjacent businessman, curses him. His uncle takes him into the bushes and starts to destroy him physically. It's so bad he gets put in an ICU. His face and jaw get ruined for good. Fast forward a year or two with his career over, the guy is stuck in his parents' rustic house with no other path to follow. He turns to God, who tells him to forgive his kin. Everything is fine again. Angelic choirs sing a divine mercy. A kind-looking priest talks about protecting our families. A man sits in front of a row of the church, disfigured, smile on his face. But that story alone didn't drive me away. One time when I saw how blissful he was, I could swear he was actually able to hear God whispering to him. He looked like a saint. It fucked me up so bad I left. God damn. That's just I feel like it actually happened. That's something that will actually happen. That's poor bro. Yeah, he has no words. There's nothing you can say to that. There's nothing really you can really say to that. I feel nauseated now. Maybe I'm still reeling from hearing about Carl and Jesse Montgomery. Now, if you could never talk about it again, that would be great. I know that I tend to sound like a loser who loves to pontificate about shit I can't change. But at least I keep trying to change myself, damn it. I won't offer empty platitudes, but I think I understand what I was meant to understand. I hope I haven't insulted you in any way. Whatever. I learned not to hold people responsible for what the rest of their organization is doing. It would be hard looking in the mirror otherwise. Not that there is much I could see in the mirror right now. I'm just wondering about one thing. There is always a cross on your chest. You know, I like it. It goes with my outfit. Is it just a fashion accessory to you? It's a memento reminding me of a broken promise. That's all. I won't inquire further. Good. Have a good night, Father. I find her sitting in bed, scrolling through Pinterest on her phone. Dakota, that's her name, right? So how are you doing, detective? I fall on the bed, bury my face in the pillows, and scream. That bad, huh? I don't want to tell her about Double Spiral. I still have to figure out how I feel about it. I'm just not cut out for this. Oh, shut up. If you aren't, who is? Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, Columbio, Mad Mickelson's boyfriend from Hannibal, whoever his name was. Will Graham. His name was Will Graham. I don't know. Someone who can actually put two and two together. You can't fool me into believing you're incompetent, you dumbass. I've read your articles. Don't pretend you suddenly forget how to do your job. I haven't. But I got no evidence, no witnesses, no promising leads, nothing. I just stumble around assuming things, talking big, blah. So you're like, I don't know, Jack Nicholson in Chinatown and he actually solved his case? Why do you keep bringing up Jack Nicholson? And then wish he never took it up? Was that supposed to cheer me up? I'm just saying that the situation you're in sounds an awful like Chinatown. Depraved elites, big plans for the city, blah, blah, blah. Man, that's depressing. It is what it is. I just think you should approach it this way and look for a solution to your problems outside the box. Not as a mystery, but maybe like a trap to escape. Maybe. I throw myself on the bed again and lie there for a bit, staring at the ceiling. Then I approach Dakota from behind and tug her sleeves to draw her attention. Psst. Hey. What's... Fuck, tug her sleeves. She has no sleeves in this thing. Put the phone away. Now? Come on, Jules. You can't do this every night. I got my own work, and I need to worry about... And I need to worry about anemia. You said it yourself. Besides, I was just looking for inspiration. I rub against her clothes with my face like a cat. You're impossible. Have you noticed what's going on in the news? People are going absolutely insane about this virus, canceling trips and orders and... Oh, that's right. This game came out during the plague. Pretty please. I can't, honey. Had to replenish my stash, and besides, I'm worried about overuse. My brain is working a bit too slow. My balance is off. I was thinking of how I miss meditation. She's giving me clear signals. She just wants an excuse. Even though it would be the responsible thing to do, I know she's insatiable. She's usually the one who takes the initiative. Let's try a final push. I bite her ear and whisper in it. No drugs tonight. Let's do... we're just talking about blood drinking, right? We're just talking about blood drinking. She throws her hands up in the air. Victory. Jesus, you're greedy these days. Gain understanding of double spiral. Oh, it's happened. Haven't you noticed? Rest. All right, and that will be it for now. That was a fun session. We learned a lot this time, and I had to catch up because I forgot a whole bunch of stuff last time we were here. So Hope is different. Hope is a little more sterner, a little bit more not as cray-cray. That's interesting. Julia has a effed up family life, or at least where she grew up in. I can't understand why she wants to keep her parents at a distance. And I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen to Dakota. I have a bad feeling something bad's gonna happen to Dakota. She's not long for this world, unless we make her undead ourselves. But yeah, this is gonna be it for now. I'm gonna see y'all later, like around 8:30. I'm not sure when. We're gonna try to finish Life is Strange episode 2. Life is Strange 2 episode 2. We're gonna try to finish that. Now I might do this again tomorrow. Do a vampire stream in the morning and do Stray in the evening. But that's it for now. Thank you all for popping in. Thank you. I'll see you all in a little bit. Take some rest, do some work, whatever you need to do, and we'll catch up later. Bye bye.